Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri. Today, I want to bring you some great insights about optimizing your consumer journey, your customer journey. You see, the world as we see it today has seriously been transformed and impacted and disrupted by digital acceleration. So, business, the world of business has also been transformed. And so, this is an opportunity for you to update, right? How customers find you, how you engage with them, and how you provide services, how you deliver value, and how the transaction and the close process completes. So, one of the things you will find today that previously the world of marketing required you to present your message of this is who we are, right? This is what we do. This is what we can do for you. Marketing really stopped there, right? Telling the story of why you exist, also explaining the value you can deliver on behalf of your customers and clients, and also, letting them know how you hope to serve them. But we're living at a time right now that customers and clients, they do not just want to know, they actually want to experience you, your brand, before they commit. So the commitment factor, the point of commitment to engaging in a transaction with you has shifted. And one of the things is that people may not understand this drastic shift and they're trying to overcompensate with more content. More content is not driving greater commitment, particularly if you're not delivering the experience, okay, that provides the emotions and feelings, that builds trust, okay, that allows them to be vulnerable with you. If all you're doing with your content is just delivering the message of this is who we are, this is what we do, this is what we can do for you, that's old marketing tactics. Because that message is no longer new. Many people are saying that exact same thing. This is who we are. This is what we do. This is how we hope to serve you. The next dimension, the quantum leap experience, is not to stop there, but to take your prospect into a higher level of experience where they can actually be programmed. When I say program, I mean their feelings and emotion, they are touched, right? You hold the space in their hearts and their minds. You're not just another message online on social media. You're not just another post. You're not just another great content, that you start meaning more to them. Because touching the hearts and minds of your prospect ultimately is what builds that connection. The connection that will build trust, that will allow them to commit, that will help them decide that you're the best for them. You can no longer stop at this is who we are, because there are other people saying the same thing. There are other people all over saying this is who we are, this is what we can do, this is what we've done for other people. So how do you take this next step? I have a few tips for you today. The first is to understand that going deeper, allowing people to experience you, is the key. The deeper the experience, the more meaning they can extract, the more memory that they can have, and the positive experience is what's going to help build that momentum behind commitment. So one of the ways you can do this is to build a community around your business. So what do I mean? Is that the world of social media, the world of digital is super saturated with great content, people who your prospects follow. On average, they're following 50 people, 100 people, thousands of people. You know that. So going beyond just the follow is where can they experience you deeply, where there's less competition. Because if the follow is only sustained for a second, meaning they follow you on social and they follow 50 other people that do the same thing you do, the moment they capture your content, guess what? They move on to the next content. If the best next content has greater value than yours, you're forgotten. right? Because the attention span is short. So you deliver great content, but guess what? They move on to greater content. Where community starts is when you're not just a content producer, you're not just a content deliver, right? You're not just delivering content, you're delivering experiences. So, what do your prospects want? Right? What questions do they have? What's on their mind? And what environment can you cultivate where they have more comfort, where they can be vulnerable, where they can have their questions answered, where they can build trust, where it feels safer, and they're not continuing to be distracted by the noise and the volume of the world of, right, digital, internet, social media. So community allows you to invite prospect into an experience. And what you now have to design, and I know this, right, requires a greater number of investment on the side of the business owner than typical, but this works long term because this is the future. Okay, so you now have to design, and we can help you definitely. What experiences would you have control to deliver such that, you know, after maybe three touch points of deeper meaning, deeper experiences, you realize that you become a part of the reality of your prospects, right? It's not just that they follow you, but now you mean something to them. You've delivered greater value. You've helped them. You've solved a major challenge for them. And now they look to you, they look to us, right, as a solution provider, right? In the past, all you had to do was talk about yourself. All you had to do was to tell people, this is who I am, take me as I am. But no, that's no longer sufficient. People have to experience you of themselves, and they have to draw their own meaning. Okay? So building a community around your work that you will serve with insights, information, with support, where they feel comfortable and they begin to trust you, and they also now commit that they know when people have questions like this is the person that solves that question. When I'm going through this is the go-to resource. Not just in theory, not just because of what they read on your website, not just because of what other people have just said, but they can vouch for you because they've experienced you, because they've experienced us. So where will that experience, that deeper meaning experience, where is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? What journey are you going to take them on that when they come out, they trust you, they commit to your brand, and they can spread the word and tell the story of what that experience looks like. So how do you craft a unique experience? Okay? Based on what you know that their needs are, right? That's how you craft an experience that actually addresses several needs up front. So also in the past, the transaction, the value delivery, the ultimate value delivery, right, was positioned at the end of the transaction. Once you pay, right, when the transaction, the financial transaction happens, then here's the product, here's the service, right, here's the value. Well, today, you have to deliver value upfront before the transaction, and then greater value is expected after the transaction. So you also have to start mapping what type of value are you going to deliver before the transaction. Not just your marketing message, not just this is who we are, but giving people a taste, right? If you're a restaurant, you can say you know, this is a great restaurant, we serve great food, but ultimately people go, what does your food taste like? Right? Can we experience that? And we will make our own decision. We want to form our own opinion, because the opinion we form by ourselves, within ourselves, they last longer. They are more meaningful. We trust our own opinion, right? Because of the experience. What we experience that feels good, what we experience that creates emotion of joy, of excitement, of passion, of commitment, you being helpful, that is more lasting than anything you can tell people. So what value would you bring before the transaction? And then what value would you promise? What greater value would you promise beyond? Also, becoming more helpful is part of your journey now. Remember, in the past, all you had to do was a frequently asked question on your website. People came to your website, they always had the FAQ tab. They go there and if you have this question, this is how we're going to answer it. If you have this question, right? But today, how do you bring that alive? You already know the questions prospects ask you. Instead of just making it static, how do you bring it alive? You could do a series of videos, right, that addresses the questions on your prospect's mind and really go deeper into helping them understand that you see them, you know them, you care about them, and you're ready to help them achieve the goals that they have. Ultimately, this will help you differentiate your business from the rest, because most people today are still just posting content and not creating meaningful experiences that get people to commit deeply to the transformation that is promised by the business and the brand. I hope this has been useful for you. Reach out, check my website, toyinumesiri.com, and let me know if you have any more questions or if you have topics you would like me to cover on future episodes of Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you again next time. Bye for now.